When you align with source, is that kind of like getting into a meditative state?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. Well, in my book, Sensitivity is Your Superpower. And the other one, Navigating the Clickety-Clack, How to Stay Peace-Filled in a Seemingly Toxic World. It's like the core piece and it's free. I mean, meaning it's easy to learn. I'm not very good at meditating the traditional way that people say to meditate. So I bucked that for decades. My first spiritual teacher, who helped through my fibromyalgia, she would say very gently, without being bossy, she would say, well, Karen, it would be really beneficial if you could just spend 10 minutes meditating every day, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, I know you're right? So I'd do it for like 2 days and then I give up. Why? Because I got bored. Like my mind is really active. I'm an athlete and I just can't sit there and I just won't do it, right? So I kind of gave up doing that. But then I discovered a book called The Secrets of Instant Healing by Frank Kinslow and learned a method that he taught in there. And I thought, wow, this is actually really easy. And what I liked about his book, he said, you do not have to sit there with your eyes closed saying, oh, you could be doing this while you're doing something else. And that got my attention. I was like, whoa, you're saying I can meditate while doing something else, like literally doing something else, and not like, okay, I'm feeling the soap suds, or I'm walking on the grass and feeling the grass from my toes. Like I would get bored in 2 seconds, right? I was at the Omega Institute as faculty, and I don't know what it is. I was always scheduled at the same time as John Kabat-Zinn, super like famous guy, right? Mindfulness meditation. So his people, 100 of them, would be on the grass, looking at their feet, just walking slowly. So my husband, not knowing who he was or what he did, came one time and he was helping me with my workshop. And he goes, what's with the zombies? I'm like, what? He's like, what's with the zombies on the grass? Why are they walking like zombies? I said, they're not zombies. They're doing mindfulness meditation. He goes, I'm not paying lots of money to do that workshop. I'm like, and I'm like, I know what you mean, right? So finding this out was like so amazing that you could meditate like doing something else. So one of my students, Gary, I was like so excited about sharing this, right? Yeah, I read this book and this technique. And my student was like, I don't get it. And I'm like, you don't get what? I don't, well, he says, I know you said it's really good to do, but I read the book, but I don't get it. And I said, okay. So how do I explain this differently? So I said, okay. So this is what it feels like to me. So I told him, rub your hands together. Okay, rub your hands. Okay, close your eyes. And I said, feel where your hands were rubbing. Do you feel anything like traveling or moving? Oh yeah. I feel some energy. I feel some tingling. I said, okay, just focus on that. Keep focusing on it and follow where it goes. And he's like, okay, it's traveling up my arm. I said, okay. I said, that's it. He goes, what's it? I said, that's it. You just went to the same spot. Oh, really? I just have to focus on the inside of my body, feel whatever's going on inside my body, and that's it? I said, yeah, that's what I do. And he's like, okay. So he just ran with it and he did it. He became like the super expert at it. And I named it Stillness Through Observing Internal Movement, STOIM. So now all my students know it as STOIM. And so he became so good at it and he started just amazing and manifesting. I mean, he began like, he said, I'm going to do a telesummit. And he got all these people together to do this telesummit. And now he's like a known name in that niche. And it just flowed. It just got him into that flow and he became more and more abundant. And that's what I found happened to me. So that's really simple method of how to do it. And we walk through it, in the book. And also I have like a freebie at the back of the book. It has a link, just a freebie 30-minute training, just to have people walk through it with me, and they can download the free meditation as well. And eventually people can do it when they're doing other things with their eyes open while they're talking, like I'm talking to you and feeling the energy in my body simultaneously. So I'm literally meditating while I'm talking to you.